Right, welcome back. My name is SKYLINE-KILLER, and this is going to be a rant video, unsurprisingly. It's not a Call of Duty, it's about Sony, for a change. Two things, really. Cross-platform play, and backwards compatibility, or lack of. So, cross-platform play is something that a lot of people, including myself, to a certain extent, have, I find it very interesting, and I would like to see it happen. But everyone's up for it, Xbox or Microsoft over there, they're all up for it. Nintendo Switch, they're up for it. We have a cross-platform with Fortnite, with the PC players, so they'd be up for it. But Sony's not up for it at all, not in the slightest, and they've never really given a reason why. Till I come across a video by Prestige's Key, and he talks about why Sony won't cross-play with Microsoft. I can understand that they are a competitor, but still, they buy their games, we buy our games. What's wrong with just meeting in the middle and duking it out, as it were? But he put up a tweet by ex-COE president John Smedley, who tweeted out to gamers to keep the pressure up on Sony as a way to eventually force the company to allow cross-platform compatibility. In a follow-up tweet posted on June 18th, 2018, he explained, "When I was at Sony, the stated reason internally for this was money." Now there's a shock. They didn't like someone buying something on Xbox and it being used on PlayStation. It's as simple as that. Dumb reason, but there it is. From a pure money-making business point, I can see that. Why would you have somebody come on to your platform for free when everyone else pays? But on the other side of that coin, it's fucking stupid, because they've already paid. Yes, they paid Xbox. Yes, they paid PC. Microsoft. They paid Nintendo to buy that game, and then they pay, certainly Microsoft, a subscription to go online with that game. But when you play online games, it's not a Sony server you play Call of Duty on, or Destiny, or Overwatch, or anything like that. It's usually Activision's, Bungie's, EA's. It's their servers. So I'm assuming that they have to pay Sony, a bit of a backhand or whatever. There's a contract there for allow them to make their games on a Sony console, for there to be played on a Sony console. Because how else would Sony make more money other than the sale of the console? I don't know. You may know more than I do. If so, drop it in the comment section below. I'd be interested to know what you think. But if it's money making, it's stupid. Alright? I just don't get it. They're not going to make that much more money if they put a charge in for other players to, if they put a charge in, right, no one's going to play. Simple as that. Why pay more on top of the game, the subscription of your platform, or, your console, and then pay another tax on top of that, just so that you can play, against another console, the Xbox or the PC or the Nintendo. I just don't get it. Apparently Epic Games, Fortnite did switch it on. At one point there were Xbox and PlayStation intermingling, during some of the lobbies, and Sony got wind of this and shut them down. Again, stupid reason. And that brings me into the backwards compatibility issue. Again, we don't have backwards compatibility. We had, if you bought the 60 gig PlayStation 3 when it came out, that had some backward compatibility, but not a lot. And then that's it. That was the only one. But yeah, Xbox have got backwards compatibility. They've made all the Call of Duty games backwards compatible except for Modern Warfare 2. Don't know what's going on there yet. Something's happening. You know, and people are playing these games. Now, again, you're going back to the cold hard reality of Sony is money. Now, if they did backwards compatibility for like PlayStation 3 games on the PS4, you can guarantee they'd look at it and go, but what are we getting out of it? Where's our cash? What are we getting? People are just going to go to second-hand stores, you know, and buy second-hand games, you know, and the second-hand market will boom in the initial interim, and it'll obviously die down again, because obviously once you've bought the games that you want to buy again, if you haven't got them, then, you know, you're just going to get them and play that and then go, right, okay, back to this game. And that was one of the, I think I remember reading that was one of their reasons, was that, yeah, it would be a burst of interest in the initial beginning of it, and then it would just die off. And I'm like, okay, but does that really matter? It's probably just a software update that will allow a PS3 disc, you know, to play in the PS4. You know, you might even want to go back as far back as PS1 and PS2. Don't know. Maybe there's more to it than that. Than, you know, obviously I don't know these things, but I would imagine it's just a software update on the PS4 that'll allow PS3 games to play. And there you go. You know, you can start putting all your Call of Duty games through there, and all the other PS3 games that came out. But because Sony isn't going to get a penny out of it, or a lot, because, you know, do they still sell brand new PS3 games? So it's all going to be second hand. So they ain't going to see a dime. Therefore, as a Sony customer, you ain't getting it. So you're not getting cross-platform play because they're greedy, and you're not getting backwards compatibility because they're greedy, and it sucks. You know, I'm not a fan of Xbox, and I think in the initial part of that dislike to them was the fact that they charged you. You know, you bought the game, you get it into machines, like, oh, I've got to pay to go online, and that's what I didn't like. And then when you bought the PS3, it was completely free. And then they introduced PlayStation Plus, and then we're all paying now, so it doesn't matter. So I don't think this thing about PlayStation fanboys against Xbox fanboys even matters anymore. I think it's just irrelevant. You know, and I think having cross-platform play would make that a bit more interesting. You know, I'll see you on the battlefield. Why my console's better than yours? Oh yeah, get your squad. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just, again, I say it's a rant, but it's kind of a low-key rant, because I don't know, maybe I should be, you know, shout and fucking scream, and, you know, I'll make these weird faces or something like that, like, you know, or maybe I should get an old keyboard and just smash it, you know, just to make it interesting. But there you go. That's the video. 2 reasons to have a bit of a rant at Sony, and it's shit. I don't think it's going to happen. It wouldn't cost them anything to do it. Bit of coding, software update. There you go. Cross-platform play and backwards compatibility. Easy. Job done. Loads of people happy. Granted, Sony ain't getting a dime out of it, but you know, shit. Tough shit. And there you go. End of the video. I'm keeping it short and sweet because I haven't got that many subs. I'm not my channel is not monetized, so we keep it short and sweet. And there you go. So give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe. You might like me. You might like my voice. You might like my face. You might even hate me. But subscribe anyway. It's the channel that is the truth. There is no paid ads. There's no paid what you call it? Paid. There's just no paid. Nothing. I'm doing this for free. Completely opinionated, uninterrupted, unbiased opinions. And there you go. I'm just waffling on now. You'd swear I'd be monetized, but hey, I'm not. So, end of the video. Drop a like, subscribe. You know it makes sense. And I'll see you motherfuckers later. Later.